So in the last session, we had discussed these PPTs, these slides, classification of attacks,
Okay.
then motive, goals, and objectives of information security, CIE trade, etc. Okay, so let's take a recap and then we can move forward. So CIE stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality stands for whenever we are ensuring that no one can read my data. And integrity stands for that no one can modify my data. And availability is like whenever we are providing any services or whenever we are providing any resources, my data or my resources should be available for like at any time, at any place for legit users. Okay. So these are known as the pillars of cybersecurity. And here we have two more pillars that is known as authenticity and non-repudiation. So in authenticity, we are ensuring that whatever we are sending or whatever we are receiving, that should be genuine. That should be the correct data and that should be virus free or malware free. So here we are ensuring that should be genuine. Okay, non-repetition is like when here we are guaranteeing that the sender really sends the message and the receiver really receives the message. Okay, and later they are not denying that we are not sending the message or I am not receiving the message and all. That is non-repetition. So confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, and non-repudiation are the pillars of cybersecurity. Suppose here we are providing any services to a user. Let's say here we are providing cybersecurity services. So whenever a user asks what you will provide, how we can ensure that you are a correct service provider for our cybersecurity services. So here we can say that we will provide you the confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, and non-repetition. These are at the base level. So we can say that. And these are the most important pillars of cybersecurity. Okay. So here we are ensuring. So these are confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, non-repetition are the pillars of cybersecurity. Or here we can say these are the concepts. Now, how to apply it, how to achieve it, those are known as techniques or tools. Right. So here we can write that these five are known as the concepts that we have to ensure while providing any services, whether we are providing in a company or whether we are providing to a client. Okay. So here we are providing the concepts. These are the concepts. Now, how to apply these concepts or how to achieve, how to ensure these concepts, we have to apply the techniques. For example, for the confidentiality, we can apply encryption. Encryption is a technique. How to apply encryption? With the help of tools we will apply. Okay, that are known as tools. Integrity, here we can also use the encryption method. Availability, we can use the backupping of data. Okay, authenticity, we can use the like many services like antiviruses and all. Okay, in non-reputation, we can use the digital signatures. Okay, that are known as techniques to ensure these concepts. Okay. Now, next, we have discussed that motive, goals, and objectives of information security. Okay, that is how a attack occurs. In the like by the combination of motive, that is your goal, because the goal gives you a direction. Yeah, like how you can hack into a system. Then method and then vulnerabilities. Okay, and that motive is very important whenever we are hacking any system. Suppose we are hacking any device, any server, any network device, any network itself. So how we can hack? First, we have to define three points. That is, first, the motive of hacking. Like, why are we hacking the system? What is the motive behind hacking? That will give me a direction of hacking. Like, what step I have to follow, or what should I like gain after hacking this system? Okay. Then after motive, we have to define the like tools. Like what tools I will use in the hacking process. Okay, the motive, why are we hacking the system, the tools, and whom we are hacking. That is also important. Now here you can hack anything, like you can hack a server, you can hack a website, a web application, and a simple application as well, a software or Windows, Linux, Mac, Android, iOS. You can hack anything. So before hacking, before the actual hacking of before taking any further process, we have to remember these three points. Means we have to clear about this mindset that whom we are hacking, who's my target. or who is the victim, because that is very important. Suppose we are hacking a server. So while hacking a server, the tools, the techniques are different. While hacking, and suppose here we are hacking a Windows machine. So the tools and techniques both are different. So it depends on the target whom you are hacking. That should be depend on the tools and techniques you are using. Okay. And then here tools we can find like a basic list of tools that we will use as an initial step. Okay. Like here we can list some basic information gathering tools so that we can start the initial process. Okay. And then we can move forward with the advanced tools. Then motive, why are we hacking the system? Okay. So these are some motives that we had discussed already. Okay, then we can move forward. Classification of attacks. So we have five types of attacks. Passive, that is like direct attack. Sorry, indirect attack, where we are attacking a system in which my victim doesn't know that I am hacking their system or I am scanning their system. Active is like direct attack. Closing is like the employee from sorry. Closing is like here we have a physical access to a device. Like here we can say that here we are injecting any malware through a pen drive into any system, etc. Or here we are like bypassing the biometrics. That is all physical attack. Okay. Then insider attack is like here the employee from the company is attacking the system from the inside company. Okay. That is the employee from their own company hacking their company. Distribution is like here we are like tampering, or here we are like modifying the source code of any software or any hardware while launching the product or any services. Okay, and that should be software as well as hardware. So here we are like tampering, or here we are like injecting any kind of malware or malicious code in the hardware, in the software. And in case of hardware we are like adding some kind of malicious device in the hardware while launching the application or software or hardware. Okay. Then after, when the application or the hardware or software launched, the user, that hardware and that software should be public. So that should be distributed in the public, and all the users will install it. And that is known as a distribution attack. Your injected malware will keep on distributing in all the users. That is distribution attack, and that we had discussed already. Okay. This is just a short recap. Now, then next we have information warfare. So information warfare is here we are using the information as well as CDI, that is communication technologies. Okay, that is information and communication technologies to gain competitive advantages over an opponent. So it is same here we have. So in the cybersecurity, we have two path, that is like blue teaming, you might heard of it, and then here we have red teaming. So blue teaming is like defender side, they are on the defender side, and red teaming they are on the attacker side. Okay. So blue teaming are of like in the defender side, and red teaming is an attacker side. So here we have two paths. So blue teaming only focus on the defending side, the one who protect the system by creating various types of models. Red teaming, they only focus on the attacking side, like by creating new malwares, by creating new attacks, by attacking into any system, or by creating any new exploits, payloads, etc. Okay. So that is why we have two warfare here: defensive information warfare and offensive information warfare. So here defensive is like the person who defend against attacks on ICT attacks, that is communication technology attack assets. Now here assets can be anything. It can be like company assets like systems, servers, and networking devices, etc. It can be both tangible and non-tangible assets. Okay. Then here offensive is here we are attacking the system against the ICT attacks of an opponent. So here we have various ways to attack or to defend. For example, here in the defensive side, We are applying prevention steps, we are applying deterrence steps, we are like creating alerts, detection, emergency preparedness, response, etc. And here we are basically in the companies, we particularly follow the models, or we can say the strategies of like how we can basically secure the system. Okay, that is model and methodologies, or we can say the strategies, both are very important, so that we can like take step by step process for protecting the system. Offensive is like here we have web application attack. We are applying the attacks on the web applications and websites. We are attacking the web servers. We are creating the malwares, and while creating the malwares, like after creating, we are attacking into any system with the help of malware. MIDM attack, that is known as man in the middle attack, where a attacker sits between the two pieces and can see or modify the data. Okay, and then here we have system hacking. Like we can hack into system. For example, like Windows, Mac, even we can say that Android, iOS, etc. Okay. So in the defensive, we are like keep on protecting, and in the offensive, we are keep on attacking. So basically, both are very important. But here the main thing is whatever here we are doing the in the illegal way. That is, we are following the rules, regulations, policies, laws, standards, ethics. Okay, whatever. So here we are following the regulations. Here we are following the policies while attacking or while defending, because that is important. Following the policies or following the ethics are very important for the ethical hacker. Okay, so in this case we are what either we are defending or we are like attacking. We are just following the policies, okay, of the company or of the country, whatever. Now then here we have hacking methodologies and frameworks. So in this here we have five phases of hacking. See, that is five phrases, but let me write some more phrases. So here we have some common phrases. So here we can say a methodology, that is cybersecurity or CEH, or we can just say hacking methodology. So in hacking methodologies, we have five steps. That is first information gathering, then scanning, then gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing traces. So this is known as hacking methodology. Here we can say that this methodology can be a universal methodology. Okay. And why universal? Because all other methodologies derive from this methodology. Okay. Universal, or we can say base methodology, which every other methodology follows. And what is this methodologies? It is like a step-by-step process we have to take, because methodology is very important. So even a malicious hacker or a high professional hacker, they all follow a particular methodology, because no one can hack you from anywhere. Okay, like we have to follow a particular methodology for that. So here we have information gathering. So very first step is information gathering, where we are gathering information of a target or of a victim. Information gathering is also known as footprinting or reconnaissance. Okay, reconnaissance. So footprinting and reconnaissance are we can also known as information gathering. So information gathering or footprinting or reconnaissance. So it is like here we are gathering information of my victim, whatever my victim is. It can be Windows, it can be Linux, it can be a human, it can be a, we can say it can be two at the same time, etc. So in this we gather information like it depends on your device. Like suppose you are hacking a server. So you're gathering information like what ports are open, what kind of services are running on that port numbers, etc. Or suppose if you are hacking any Android, So you can like check what kind of applications are installed on that Android so that we can find the vulnerabilities on that application and then we can exploit it using that vulnerabilities. Okay, so in this server here, we are that depends on your target or device, which one you are hacking. So, and that depends on your tools also, right? So information gathering is like we are gathering information of a victim. Okay, and information gathering is like we are gathering each and every important that is important for hacking any device. Okay, for example, you are hacking any website. So you should know that the technologies of website means the website is which technologies the website is made up of. Then here we are knowing the languages. We are checking out the source code. Okay, so these are all the information gathering, but we are finding the how many web pages, how many subdomains are there in that websites, what is the DNS information. Okay, we are doing the who's lookup, etc. That is part of information gathering, or we can say footprinting or reconnaissance. Then here we have scanning. So in the scanning phase, we are scanning for the target. Now here what we are scanning. Basically here we are scanning for the vulnerabilities. We are scanning for the vulnerabilities or here we can say for the loopholes. ओके लाइक जिसे हम कहते हैं कमी किसी सिस्टम में अगर कमी आ रही है दैट इज नोन एज vulnerabilities or loopholes. Okay, so here in this we are scanning for the vulnerabilities because that is very important. Basically, we say in the cybersecurity that no system is safe. We can hack each and every system. Okay, if one system is safe today, that system might not be safe tomorrow, right? So that is why here we have to keep on monitoring the devices. We have to keep on creating the new strategies, or we have to keep on updating the previous old strategies for the cybersecurity only, for the new attacks, for the new updating malwares, etc. So that is why here we have scanning for the loopholes. So in this phase, we are scanning for the vulnerabilities, okay, in that inside a system, and that depends on your target. Suppose here we are hacking any system, sorry, any server, and that server, in that server, port number FTP, that is 21 port is open. Okay, 21 is for the connection making, and 20 is for the file transfer protocol, like for transferring the file. So 21 is for the connection making. Let's say 21 port is open, and in this there is a service running that is VSFTPD, that is very secure file transfer protocol daemon. Let's say the version is 2.0.5. Okay, so suppose while scanning a server, we had found that FTP port is open with port number 21, and this service is running on that FTP port with version 2.0.5. Now here we know that okay, this service is running. Now here we will find the exploits. Okay, exploits are like a piece of code. So basically exploits are just like a piece of code only. Okay, which here we are creating to exploit any services or any loophole or vulnerabilities. So here we have a server in which FTP port is open, that is port number 21, and this service is running on this port number. Okay, now we had found that this service that VSFTPD 2.0.35, this version is old, or here we can say outdated. Okay. Now what we can do, we can make use of this vulnerability, and we can enter into a system using this loophole. Then we will find a exploit, or we can say a type of code which will exploit this old or outdated vulnerability. Okay. Now here that is part of gaining access basically. Like here we are using that exploit. But in this step we had found okay, this system in this service is vulnerable. By which exploit? Then we are using the exploit in the next step, which is like the actual hacking that is known as gaining access. So in this gaining access, we are actually hacking into any system. Okay, by using the same vulnerabilities that we had found in scanning. Okay, so there are like multiple ways of hacking into any system. If let's say You are hacking a network. Okay, like all we can see, you are, this is my network number one. You want to enter into this network as a malicious hacker. Okay, so what you, and here like in the network, there are like various devices. Like let's say they are PC number one, PC number two, PC number three, etc. So here you are like, and there's a firewall as well, right? Suppose you manage to bypass the firewall. Okay, now there are like various PC number one, PC number two, etc. PC number three, four, and five. And this PC here, this is like the administrator PC, or we can say a admin PC. And you only want to hack this admin PC, right? So here what we are doing, and this, let's say this admin PC is secured by various layers. Okay, so we cannot directly hack into this admin PC. So what we are doing, we are just first we are entering into any system. Okay, like let's say suppose you are first hacking this PC number one. After gaining access into this PC, now you are inside network number one. Okay, now after enter into any network, it is like quite possible, or it is like quite easy to hack into any system. Now here you are hacking PC number two, let's say PC number three. You are keep on spreading your network here. Okay. Now after like hacking each and every device, or after hacking a particular set of devices, you are hacking the admin PC. That is now possible. So that is here we are achieving the overall goal of hacking into admin PC. So first we have hacked this PC number one, because this admin PC is secured outside the network. We cannot hack this admin PC directly. That is why we are hacking PC number one, then PC number two, etc. Okay. So this is a we are like hacking the admin PC indirectly. Okay. That is like the part of gaining access. Okay, which is like actual hacking into any system. Before actual hacking, we are like we are gathering the information and we are scanning. And suppose PC number one is vulnerable to any kind of services. And while admin PC is not vulnerable, admin PC is fully secure outside the network. Okay. So here basically PC1 is vulnerable. Now here we are making use of this vulnerability to enter into that system. Okay. That is how we hack PC number one. And after hacking PC number one, we are hacking PC number two, three, etc. Or here, like directly we are hacking admin PC. So this is how we can like hack into any system. And if let's say PC number one is fully secure, then what we can do, we can hack PC number two. If PC number two is fully secured, we can hack PC number three. So it is not possible that we can 100% we can secure any device. It is not possible. Okay. That is why here we have like various models we have to we have to like consider for protecting any organization. Then here we are maintaining the access. So in this we are like maintaining the access into the system. Okay. Like here we are gaining the access. Maintaining access is like here we are maintaining a long-term access into any system for a long time. And that totally depends on the motive of hacking. Like why are you hacking the system? Then here if you want a long-term connection with your target machine, then you are like maintaining the access. And if you want a short term, like if you want to just steal any important information, then you're just like taking information, you're moving out from the system. That is here we are taking the short term access, and that depends on your motive whether you are maintaining the access or not. So we can achieve this by creating the windows, or we can say we are like maintaining the persistent connection inside any system. Okay, so that depends on a motive whether we are taking action on this plan or not, like on this step or not. Okay, now clearing traces is like clearing whatever we did. Here we are clearing the logs, we are clearing the files, hidden files, or whatever we have created, etc. So this is like here we are clearing the logs. So like whatever we are doing inside any system, we have the logs. Okay, like whatever we are opening the file, we are creating any file, we are opening the system, we are like shut downing, like we are like turning off the system. So we have locks for each and every activity. And if we are clearing the locks, then we have one more lock of clearing the locks. That is like here, suppose we are clearing the locks here. We have cleared all the locks. So after clearing all the locks, we have one more lock that we had cleared the locks. Okay, like at that time, at that particular, we had cleared the application log or system log, etc. Okay. That is this is how the locks are powerful. Even if we are clearing the locks, so after clearing, we have one more lock that we had cleared the locks. And if we are clearing that lock, then we have another lock that we had cleared this lock. Okay, that is clearing the locks. So that is here we have five methodology of hacking. So it is the brief overview, and we will discuss in detail. Okay. So information gathering is like gathering information. Scanning is like scanning for the loopholes. Gaining access is like the actual exploitation or actual hacking. So here we can say the hacking, we can say the exploitation or exploiting, or we can say compromising. Everything is same. We can hack, we can exploit, or we can compromise any system. So we can say any of these keywords. Okay, hacking, exploiting, compromising, these three are same. After entering into any system or after gaining access, we are maintaining the access. Okay, we are maintaining a long-term access. That depends on the motive and then clearing the traces. So this is like a basic methodology, and we have like many more methodologies. We have methodologies for penetration testing. We have methodologies for hacking the IoT devices, and we have methodologies for different things. So all other methodologies, like we can say that this is like a basic methodology for everything. Okay, like we have cyber kill chain, we have attack life cycle. So these are all methodologies, okay, of hacking into any system. Because we have a motive here, we have to replicate, or we can say we have to mimic the intentions or the actions of a malicious hacker. This is my overall goal. Like here we have to replicate or mimic. Here we have to create a mindset like of a malicious hacker. Because before defending any system, we should know how to attack any system, right? Because without knowing that suppose if we don't know how to attack, then how we can protect any system? So before defending, we should know how to attack any system, how to exploit any system, or we can say how to compromise any system. So it is like a we have to create a mindset how a malicious hacker can think of it. Okay, how he or she can replicate or mimic, like how we can mimic the actions or intentions of a malicious hacker to hack into any system. But whatever here we are doing in a legal way. That is why it is known as ethical hacking, which is we are doing everything in a legal way. Even we are mimicking the actions of a malicious hacker or we are defending anything. We are everything we are doing in a legal way. Okay. But hacking, simple hacking is like we are gaining access, we are hacking any system without taking the permissions. Okay, that is illegal hacking. Okay. So now here, so here we have CH hacking methodology. So footprinting is same as information gathering. Scanning is like scanning only. Now here we have enumeration. So enumeration is here we are scanning in deep. Okay, it is like we are scanning the network or devices in a deep way. Okay, in that. That is known as enumeration. So enumeration is a part of scanning only. Then here vulnerability analysis. So here we are identifying the vulnerabilities, if my system is vulnerable or not, etc. Then here we are hacking the system, that is known as system hacking. Okay, here we are actually hacking the system. So in this we have gaining access, accelerating privileges, maintaining access, and clearing traces. So that is so in this gaining access, like here we have various ways of hacking into any system. Gaining access is same like hacking the system. So we can crack the passwords, we can exploit the vulnerability, or we can bypass the login page. Like here we have many various attacks. Okay, that we will discuss later. So gaining access is like hacking the system. Then here we have accelerating privileges. So it is like here we are further hacking into any system. For example, suppose you are hacking this PC number one. Okay, let's say this is a Linux. This is Linux PC. Okay, say you are successfully hacking into the system. Means you have gained the access into the system. Now here we have types of users. Like suppose here we have a normal user and here we have a root user, or we can say a administrator user. So a normal user have limited privileges and a root user have unlimited privileges. Right. So here after gaining the access, suppose we have gained access using a normal user. Okay. So here we are a normal user inside the target machine. And for like achieving the motive or for achieving the goal, we have to become a root user. Okay, then we have to further hack into that system. That is known as accelerating privileges. Because overall we are inside a system, but we are inside as a normal user, which here we have a limited privileges. Okay, but here we want to gain root user access. So here we will like further hack the system for gaining the root access in the same system. Okay, that is known as accelerated privileges, which is like further hacking into any same system. After gaining access, after entering into any system, we are further hacking into that same system. That is known as root accelerated privileges. Okay. Then here we are maintaining access. It is like here we are maintaining a long term access. Okay, that is like here we are executing any malware, we are creating the backdoors, we are hiding any files, etc. Then clearing the logs, basically clearing the traces. Okay, there are like various ways of clearing the logs so that we will see. Okay, so any doubt up to here?
No, 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 no. Like, because these
So
are basic
that's
concepts. I think I have heard.
yeah, these are the basics. Basically, these are like we can say the fundamentals or foundation of cybersecurity. Okay, and these basics, this PPT will benefit you your lifetime. That is because this is like the basic foundation of cybersecurity of all domains. It is not necessary for CH. This PPT is or we can say the module number one of cybersecurity. It is it contains various types of like terms, keywords, concepts, which will like benefit you in each and every domain of cybersecurity. Okay, it's covered like all the foundation of cybersecurity in each and every domain. Okay,
Correct.
give me a second. Now here we have cyber killing methodology. So it is another methodology of hacking.
Same.
So let me zoom in. So here we have cyber kill methodology. It is like a same methodology as the CH methodology. As I said, that CH methodology, that is the universal methodology. All other methodologies are like the base of that methodologies. Okay. So here the cyber kill methodology is a component of intelligence driven defense for the identification and prevention of malicious intrusion activities. So it is same like the CH. Here we are like attacking our own system so that we can protect it from the outsider attacks. Here we have some methodologies. So first, here we have reconnaissance, which is same as information gathering or footprinting. So reconnaissance stands for gather data on the target to prove for weak points. It is like information gathering only. Here we are like basically reconnaissance. Here we are combining the information gathering plus scanning phrase together. That is made up of reconnaissance. Basically, if we see as a at a base level, the reconnaissance is only the information gathering, but in the cyber kill chain, it is defined as the information gathering plus scanning phrase. So in this reconnaissance phrase, we are like gathering information plus here we are scanning at the same time. Okay, that is like reconnaissance in this cyber kill chain is like combination of information gathering phrase plus scanning phrase. Okay, now in weaponization, it is like here we are creating the malware or here we are creating a malicious payload or exploit for hacking that system. Okay, that is like weaponization is like here we are creating or we are taking or here we are like paying someone for creating that malware or we are taking it from the market, etc. Okay, then delivery. It is like we are delivering that malware that get created. Okay, here we are like sending the bundles of malwares. It is not necessary that here we are creating only one malware. We can create multiple malwares that will do different functions. Okay, so here we are creating the bundles of malwares, and here we are delivering it. So we can deliver through mails, through any other medium like USB drive, through physical medium, through like any other like site, etc. By phishing, by anything. Okay, that is delivery. Then here we have exploitation. So exploitation is like we are actually hacking the system, right? Exploitation, exploiting, compromising, or hacking. So here we are actually hacking the system. That is like exploit a vulnerability by executing the code on the victim system. After exploitation, here installation. So we are installing the malware. See, after exploiting the system, means after gaining the system, we are installing the malware. Okay, that will like let's say that will gain or that will give me a root access. We can say that. Now, whether to take root access or a normal access, that depends on my motive. Why are we hacking the system? Suppose I want to steal a file from your system, and that file is not that much important for your system. Means I can steal that file .txt by only normal access. So I will only gain normal access. Okay, and when I will like successfully steal your file, then I will move out of your system. But suppose if that file is inside your root, okay, directory, then I have to take the root access because that is like inside your root directory. Okay, so that in that case, I have to take the root access for that. Okay, so that depends on my motive. Why I'm like hacking the system. Okay, so installation is like here we're installing the malware that we had created in this step. Command and control, it is like we are applying the commands, we are applying the controls, we are like communicating, we are moving the data back and forth. Okay, into my system to your system or into my system to your system, etc. So in this phrase, we are like applying various types of commands. We are like, suppose I want to steal this file, so I am taking this file to my system, or if I want to upload any malware further, then I am uploading my this malware from my system to your system. So it is like command and control. Okay, we are like applying various types of commands, etc. Actions or objectives. So it is like we are performing the actions which will like fulfill my motive of hacking. Okay, which is like fulfill my motive, my goal. Okay, that I had defined in the very first step. That why are we hacking the system? Because motive is very important. See, think like that. Here we have to make a mindset. Whatever here we are studying, we are like creating a mindset of a malicious hacker. That is important. Okay. We are creating the mindset of a malicious hacker. How a malicious hacker can think of it. How a malicious hacker can gain into any system. So we will replicate or we can mimic the mindset of a malicious hacker. We can gain access. Okay, after gaining access, we will like fix that vulnerability by which we have gained access. Okay, that is like the cyber chain methodology. Now in this phase, we have tactics, techniques, and procedures. We can say that TTPs. So it is like it is a pattern of activities and methods associated with specific threat attacks or group of threat actors. So basically here, overall here we are defining a pattern of activities of methods like taken by the dead threat actors, or we can say hackers, malicious hackers. Okay. Threat actors are known as the person who are like uploading, like involved in that threat. Okay, threat is, we can say that the kind of malware, kind of a attack, we can say that. Okay, like we can say adversaries, attacks, or malwares, etc. Those are known as threat. And the person who are achieving this, who are doing this, are known as threat actors. Okay, or we can say simple malicious hacker. So here we are like drawing any pattern of how of activities and methods of taken by a malicious hacker. That is like divided into three parts: tactics, techniques, and procedures. So in this phase here,
One thing. I'm getting a call actually. Can I have a 5 minutes break?
can you repeat it? You are not audible.
Uh, Actually, I'm getting a call right now. Can I have a 5 minutes break?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Sorry, huh?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello. Yes,
yeah.
I'm back. We can continue.
We can
Sorry.
start now.
Yeah, we can start now.
Okay. So here we have tactics, techniques, and procedures. So it is like here we are creating the pattern of activities. Okay, like here we are creating how a malicious hacker follows the steps. Okay, that is this TTP is like a for the organization. Okay, it is like more like a company model. Here we can take it. We can consider it. So this first we have tactics. It is like here we are. It is like a type of guidelines that describe the way an attacker performs the attack from beginning to end. So it is same like here we are defining a methodology, like what methodology should a or can a malicious hacker can take. Okay, so it is like same as like a methodology. Because methodology is like here, it is like a step-by-step process, like information gathering, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, or clearing traces. Same as here, we are defining the methodology, like what methodology a malicious hacker can take. Okay, so this guideline consists of tactics like information gathering to perform initial exploitation, privilege acceleration, lateral movement, and to deploy measures for persistent access, that is like the maintaining long-term access. Okay, so in the tactics, basically the overall mix here is we are defining a methodology that a malicious hacker can take. Okay, and methodology is like this one. This one. Okay. So here we are defining a methodology. What methodology should a malicious hacker can take? Like she can perform first, he or she can perform information gathering, then scanning, then gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing traces. Okay. So in the tactics, we are defining the methodology only of an attack. The attacker is taking to perform the attack from beginning to end. Then here the techniques. What techniques exactly malicious hacker is following? Okay, that is like a technical method used by an attacker to achieve the intermediate results during the attack. Okay, so it is like what methodology or what techniques a particular hacker is following. For example, let's say there's a hacker wants to hack your server. So and there's a like vulnerable service inside your server, that is VSFTPD version 2.0.5, let's say. Let's assume. Okay, so this is your server and a hacker wants to hack your server, and inside your server, somehow your server is vulnerable to this service VSFTPD 2.0.5. Now, what technique or what kind of attack that attacker will apply inside your server? That is the part of techniques. I repeat, what kind of attack or what kind of exploit the attacker will apply inside your server to hack your server. That is the part of technique. Okay, so this includes the initial exploitation, command and control, controls, channels, etc. Okay, target infra, covering the traces, etc. So it is like a technique. Which technique a malicious hacker is following. Okay, then here we have procedures. So procedures are like our organizational approaches that threat actors follow to launch the attack. So it is like here we can say the actual number of steps taking for the whole hacking process. Tactics are like the methodology, because the methodology is different and actual step taking for hacking is different. Both are very different. So this doesn't means, so in this methodology, suppose here we have 5 steps, 5 phases, or we can say that hacking methodology, or we can say phases of hacking. Okay. So in this, suppose we have 5 phases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this doesn't mean that we have only 5 steps. We are taking the actually 5 steps. We can take up to 50 steps, or we can say up to 10 steps, or we can say like take up to 20 steps or 100 steps. That depends on my target. If the target is like very secure, then we have to take multiple steps. Okay, and depends on the situation, the scenario, the condition of the device, and the like and my target itself. Okay. So this is like the phrases which we are following, but the actual step taking is the part of procedures. Okay. So here we are like counting how many steps we have taken or the attacker has taken in the attacking phase, the actual step. Okay. For example, in the information gathering, it is not like here we are taking like gathering information from one source. Here we are using up to 20 plus tools for gathering information of a target and of every angle. Here we are like gathering information of every angle of a target. So here we are using 20 tools. Let's say in this 20 tools, here we are taking some more further step. Okay, that is part of procedures. So it is like the actual tools used, the actual step takings. Okay, the actual tools and actual steps taking. That is like part of procedures. Okay, so here you can see the number of actions usually differ depending on the objectives of procedures and threat actor group. Okay, so that is like part of procedures. And these are known as TTPs. So even as a Cisco level, you should know the TTPs. It is like Cisco is like the Chief Information Security Officer. So at a higher level, you should know what is TTPs, what is models, etc. Okay, so tactics are like the methodology taking, techniques, what techniques we are taking for hacking into any system, what kind of attack we are choosing, what kind of payload, what kind of exploits we are choosing. And procedures are like the actual taking the step, okay, and counting them. Okay. That is known as tactics, techniques, and procedures. Next, here we have MITRE attack and framework. So it is like a very popular attack of cybersecurity. See, now here we are doing, we are studying the models. Models are like we can say a kind of strategy, a kind of plan. We can say that. Okay, it is like a model which we have to follow into any company, or if you are at a CISO level or you are at a like higher level. So it up to you like which kind of model you are creating for implementing the security inside your organization. And your model should be cost effective. Okay. Because of the company's budget, you have to create a model that should be cost effective. Okay. So these are like model only, which we are implementing. So here we have MITRE attacking framework. So it is like this. Why this is so popular? Because it is based on the real world observation. Let me zoom a little bit. Okay, so this is like basically based on the real world observation. And here, this MITRE framework, we can apply it in each and every domain. Like we can apply in each and every sectors. Like we can apply in the government sectors, we can apply in private sectors, we can apply in if your company is like a product-based company, then you can apply. If your company service-based company, then you can apply it. Okay. Because here we have two kinds of role of a company. Either you will provide a product or you will provide a service, right? So here, if your company is product based or your company is service based, that is, you can apply this MITRE framework in each and every company or sector. Or if your company is government based or private sector. Okay, so in this here we have 14 phases of in this here we have 14 phases. That is same as we have in the cyber chain. So recon, that is known as reconnaissance, weaponization. Okay, that is like the part of pre-attack. And that is, we had already discussed, that is part of the cyber kill chain. Here you can see cyber kill chain. Then we are delivering the like payload, we are exploiting it, we are taking the control, we are executing the payloads that we have uploaded, and we are maintaining the access. That is like the enterprise attack. So before hacking into anything, we have to take some pre-steps and then we can hack into any system. Okay. So we can implement this as well inside the company, but it is like more of a attacking side. Like we can attack into system using this methodology. And this why this methodology? Because And why this is popular? Because it is derived from the real world observation. Okay, this one. Now, next we have diamond model of intrusion analysis. Intrusion means here that is like a kind of attack only. Okay, intrusion, we can say intrusion, we can say threat, we can say adversaries, we can say a kind of at the base level we can say a kind of attack. Okay, so in this it is like here we are identifying the clusters of events that are correlated on any of the systems in organization. So it is this model is like here we are like defining the events, like when this event takes place. Okay, for example, here we have adversary, which is like who is behind the attack, like who was behind, basically who was the attacker, opponent. Okay. Now victim, who is the victim here, like where the attack was performed. Capability, how the attack was performed. And infra, what the adversary used to reach to victim. Basically, this is my overall victim. Let's say this is my admin PC. Okay. Suppose there's a network and I want to hack a admin PC and there are like lots of PCs. Now admin PC is secure here. So what I'm doing, I'm hacking some more PC inside my network. So this is like the victim here, the overall victim here. Okay. And infra is like what other PCs or what other systems are compromised during this attack. That is like infra. Okay, let's say first I hack PC number one, then PC number two, and then I hack this admin PC. So PC number one and PC number two are the part of infra. Okay, so here we have adversary, that is like who was behind the attack, victim, where the attack was performed, capability, how, and infra is like what other devices are compromised in this whole attacking phase. Okay, so we can follow this as well. Like these are like the models of the company, and that is overall decided by the higher authorities, like the chief information security officer, the security managers, etc. Okay, so the role of the CISO or the role of the officers, or we can say the security managers, to define the models, to define the strategies of the company, like how we can protect it. And that is like part of, we can say, decision making. Okay, that is very important. After creating a model, after creating a particular strategy, now who will implement this? That is part of the security manager. Means here CISO is taking the initiative, like CISO is creating the overall strategy of all the branches of the company, like which strategy we have to follow, which strategy of which model we have to implement, and that should be like cost effective. After creating a roadmap, or we can say a strategy, now it's the security manager duty to assign the roles, like who will do this role, who will like do this role, etc. After assigning the roles, we have a security, or we can SOC analyst. We can say SOC analyst. We can say security engineers, technical engineers, IT engineers, etc. SOC analyst. So they are the one who really implements the step. For example, CISO said, like the chief officer said, to monitor the devices. They include that monitoring is very important and we have to keep on monitoring on daily basis. Okay. So here we are keep on monitoring. So this is a part of strategy. So the security manager assigned this monitoring to a SOC analyst. Okay. Or we can say high SOC analyst, or sitting on the higher position. And the high or the like level 3 SOC analyst is monitoring. So it is like actual implementation is taking by the this SOC analyst. Then and who assigned this duty? That is security manager. And how a security manager assigned the duty? With the help of that strategy, which is defined by CISO. That is Chief Information Security Officer. So at a higher level, at a CISO level, we have to think like a manager, right? That is the part of CISP certification. Okay, that is like if you want to become a CISO, then you can do the CISP certification. Okay, so the overall goal of the CISO is not to implement, it is like it's like assign the or define the strategy, creating the strategy, creating the plans. And rest, the work is of security manager to assign the roles, to like keep on checking the activities, to keep on checking the available resources, okay, etc. And the main work is SOC analyst. It is like he or she is really like implementing the steps, which is assigned by CISO and security manager. Okay, so these are like the models only which we can implement. And it is not necessary that here we are applying only one model. We can even combine various model and we can create the model for the company. And the model or the security model we are applying, that depends on your like size of your company and the and your like nature of your company, even your budget of your company. That depends on these like some various factors. Budget of your company, size of your company, or we can say, suppose if your company is small. Okay, then here you can take the like services from the third party apps, or we can say you can take the services from third party companies. Okay, like but if your enterprise is like large, like Amazon or Google, then you have to like take your own step. Then you have to create your own models for that. You can combine two or three models to create your model that suits your company, that like that is fit for your company, or you can take one model also. So this model, like this diamond model of intrusion or this mitre attack, this will give you an idea how basically we can apply a model inside any company. That is very important, and that is like the part of the CISP as well. You can like you will find these model in each and every domain of cybersecurity. Even you will find this in like interview level if the interviewer will ask you for it. Okay. After that, here we have hacking concepts and different hacker classes. So in this, it is like we have some basic definition of hacking, what is ethical hacking, etc. So, in this, hacking refers to exploiting the system vulnerabilities and compromising the security controls to gain unauthorized and inappropriate access to a system resources. So, in this, here we are totally here like the overall motive is like gaining the access. Gaining access, and what is this? This is hacking. Means simple hacking, which is like unauthorized access or inappropriate access or gaining access without permissions. Okay, so exploitation is same or compromising is same. Okay, basically the overall role of a company is to protect two main things, that is infra and second information. That is like we can say information or data. Information data or we can say infrastructure. That is like the overall like motive of the company to protect. And this is like the overall motive of a hacker also to compromise these or to hack this. Either he or she, like he or she, that is like malicious hacker, wants to hack or steal the data or wants to hack the infra. So the role is like, see, here the devices, the information or the main interest for the malicious hacker or for the ethical hacker, both are same. That is infra and information. So whatever we are doing, we have to focus on these two steps. That is these two devices, infrastructures of the company. That can be your PC, your devices, your Android, iOS, etc. Your like networking devices. Okay, like your CCTVs, your IoT devices, your OT devices, etc. And information. Information of like information in case of whether you are transmitting information or you're storing information. Means you can have your stored information as well, or you can transfer your information as well. So even while transferring or while storing, you should ensure that your data should be protected at any point of time, whether your data is protected or your data is in transmission process. Okay. So the overall goal of a malicious hacker or we can say ethical hacker is to protect infra or to focus on the infrastructure and to information or data. Okay. Because as you know, data is very important nowadays. Second definition says it involves modifying the system or application features to achieve the goal outside of the creator's original purpose. So it is like here, it is explaining the motive. We can modify the system, we can modify the application feature, we can steal the data. That depends on my motive only. Okay. So here hacking can be used to steal and redistribution of the properties, the data leading to business loss. That is like the reputation of the company. We can like we can like decrease the reputation, or we can do a business loss. That depends on the motive only. Okay, like why are we hacking the system? Now, who's a hacker? So who is a like basically a simple hacker, not ethical hacker. So a hacker can be an individual or a group of people who have excellent communication skills, sorry, computer skills, can create or exploit the like they are like can create malwares, they can exploit, they can attack, they can have the knowledge of softwares, hardwares, devices, etc. Okay. Or a person who only hack for the hobby to see how many devices he or she can compromise. And the third one, some hackers' intentions can be either to gain knowledge or to probe or to illegal things. That is like illegal activities. Okay. So here we have some more definition. It is some malicious hacker, malicious intent are to steal the data like CC information, social security numbers, email passwords, sensitive data, etc. This is like who's hacker. Now here we have hacker classes, which is so first we have three types of main hackers. That is like black hat, white hat, and grey hat. Black hat are like who hack illegally. Okay, who have illegal intentions. White hat, legal intentions. Grey hat, both. So black hat are like they are hacked for illegal purposes. Okay, for hacking for for the malicious purposes. White hat hackers they are like the ethical hackers, like the professional hacker who protect the system or who hack the system for the security purpose only. Okay, gray hat they are like work for both offensively or defensively. They are like on the both side. Okay. Then here we have suicide hackers. So suicide hackers are the hackers who aim to bring down any organization or any critical information and who are they are like fear free. Okay. Okay. So they are not worried about whatever they will face in the near future after their intentions or after they will caught by any kind of cyber police, etc. So they are not worried about what will happen to them. Okay, that is why they are known as suicide hackers. Okay, they are not worried about the cause of whatever they are doing, whatever malicious they are doing. That is known as suicide hackers. Okay, now here we have script kiddies. Script kiddies are the persons who are like directly jumping on the hacking part for not gaining any basic knowledge. They are not aware about networking fundamentals. They are not aware about Linux fundamentals. They are not aware about the terms used in hacking. They are like simply jumping on that direct hacking. Why or like they are creating the malware with the help of or they are taking the malware from the market instead of like creating them. So they are like script kiddies. They are like illegal or unskilled hacker who compromise a system by running scripts, tools, simply tools or software without any basic knowledge. Okay, because a real hacker is the one who have like basic knowledge or the like fundamentals are clear and more else they depends on the manual hacking, not the like automatic hacking. Okay. Manual hacking is like here we are applying manually. We are applying each and every attack manually. Even if we are scanning any network, we are scanning manually. Means we are taking the help of the tools as well, but here we are focusing on the manual part first, or we can say second. Okay. And because manual hacking is very important. Then here we have cyber terrorist. It is individuals with wide range of skills who are here they are motivated or brainwashed for any religious or political belief to cause fear or everything. And they are like hacking for any religious or political belief. Okay, that is known as cyber terrorist. But they are like the skilled hacker. Okay, that is why they are like being brainwashed. Okay. Then here we have state sponsored hackers. They are like individuals who are employed by the government to hack other government of the country. Okay. Then we have hacktivist. They're like individual who promote the political agenda by hacking, especially by using hacking to deface any website or illegal. So they are like keep on spreading their illegal or malicious purpose for any political belief, okay, or for any political agenda, etc. Then here we have hackathon teams. That is like a team of the hackers who are like involved in the team who are like work for companies or etc. Okay, they are like the hacker teams. Then here we have industrial spices. They are they perform like spy on other companies or on other organization to steal information for the competitive sense of perspective. Okay, then we have insider who from like insider is like it is like from the my employee from my own company is hacking my company. That is like insider attack. Okay, that is like company employee from the same company hacking that own company. Okay, so this person is working in this company, this employee, and this employee is involved in the hacking of this own company. That is like an insider attack. The person from inside is hacking the company. Okay, and rest you can read it by yourself. Okay, so these are like some main kinds of like hackers, which is in like black hat, white hat, gray hat, suicide hackers, script kiddies, cyber terrorists. Means these seven are important. Okay, one to seven. These are very important. Okay, and rest you can just go through. You just read it. Okay, but these seven you have to remember it. Okay. Then here we have hacking, ethical hacking concepts and scope. So in this, it is defined as like what's ethical hacking versus what is hacking. So ethical hacking is like here we are using various types of hacking tools, tricks, and techniques to identify the vulnerabilities and ensure system security. So it is same like here we are replicating the actions of a malicious hacker to gain access into any system, but whatever we are doing ethically. Okay, like by following the rules. So it focuses on simulating the techniques used by attackers to verify the existence of exploitable vulnerabilities in a system security. So what is the purpose of ethical hacker? Is they are suppose here PC number one. You are an ethical hacker, okay, and the company asks you to scan this PC number one or to secure this PC number one. So how you will secure it? First, you have to find whether this PC is even vulnerable or not. If this is vulnerable, then you have to fix it, and if it is not vulnerable, it is already secured, right? So if you are a ethical hacker and and the companies ask you to to secure this PC number one. So first you will find whether this system is vulnerable or not. Let's say you find that okay, this system is vulnerable. Now, with the help of this vulnerability, you will gain access into the system. Means you will hack that system by taking the permission. Okay. And why are you hacking the system? Because you should know what kind of vulnerability is this and what impact this vulnerability will cause inside my system after being hacked. Okay. Like suppose this vulnerability is severe. Here we have a risk matrix. Like here we have defined vulnerabilities into three kinds of metrics. That is here we have high, or we can say severe, or we can say critical. Okay, whatever. We can have medium, we can have low, or we can have informative. If your vulnerability is high, severe, or critical, then impact is also high. Okay. Medium, if your vulnerability is medium level, then impact is medium. Okay. And how we are defining this high, this is medium, this is low, with the impact only. If the impact on the system is high, then vulnerability is high. Okay, or like severe. If the impact on the system is medium, means after hacking into the system by using this vulnerability, if the impact is medium, then we can say okay. Here we can say the vulnerability is medium level, or if the impact is low, we can say the vulnerability is at a low level. Okay. And if the impact is not that much, it is like informative, then we can say the vulnerability is like only informative. That is why we are After finding the like vulnerability, we are finding if the PC1 is vulnerable, we are attacking that like system by using that vulnerability only, so that we can find out whether this vulnerability is high, medium, or low, so that we can fix it. After finding, we are like fixing it. So here what we are doing, we are like verifying the existence of exploitable vulnerabilities, okay, which can be exploited. Because here why are we finding the vulnerability? So that we can fix it, so that no other user or no other malicious hacker can exploit it. Okay, so after finding, after attacking, after fixing, we are here we can say that this system is secured. And if system is not vulnerable, then we can say this system is already secured. Okay, but here we have a point to note that if the system is like secure today, it is not important that this system may be secured tomorrow. That is why we have to keep on, we can say, keep on monitoring the systems. Okay, that is why we can say cybersecurity is like a journey. Okay, it is not a conclusion, it is not a, we can say, end line. It is like a journey. We have to keep on following. Okay, so here we can say that if PC number one is secure today, it is not possible it can be secure tomorrow. So we have to come tomorrow and we have to check it again. Okay, tomorrow means after 1 month or after a particular period of time. Okay, because new attacks are like keep on developing, new technologies are like technology are keep on updating, and new malwares, new attacks, new malicious hacker are keep on developing themselves. That is why we have to keep on developing the strategies we are creating. We have to keep on developing, or we have to keep on updating the devices we have inside a system. Okay, so that is like the definition of hacking. So here you can see ethical hackers perform security assessments for an company or organization with the permission of concealed concerned authorities. Okay, so here they are like taking the permissions of a concerned authorities that we can hack the system or not. Okay, then here why ethical hacking is necessary? That is like a common question here. Why it is necessary to secure the systems from the malicious hacker, to secure information from being leaked via malicious hacker, or from we are securing the information from the data breach, etc. Okay, so here are some common reasons. You can read it. Okay, they are like very common. You can read it. Now, skills for an ethical hacker. So, with the technical skills, we also need a non-technical skill as well. Okay, so here for the technical skills, we should know the depth knowledge of networking first, then Linux, Windows, Mac, etc., and Unix. Okay, then we should know the like some programming languages. Okay, so it is also a question like if programming is important for a cybersecurity or not, and which programming do I have to choose? So basically, see why programming is important for the cybersecurity. Suppose you are hacking into any system. Let's say this one. You are hacking PC number one, and this PC number one is let's say you want to scan this, and let's say this PC number one is a new device. Okay, or we can say it is a secure device as well. So, and suppose you want to scan this network, or sorry, scan this system, and you should then you will use our tools. You will use various tools for that. And suppose whatever tools you are using that are all unavailable. Okay, that all tools are unavailable at that time if you want to scan that. So what we can do at that point of time? So we will create our own tools. We can create our own tools. That is very important. Okay. Or suppose we let's take another example. Suppose a company asks you to monitor the various devices. Okay. Suppose you like whenever you reached your office, the main task, the main and very first important task is to monitor the devices or to scan for the devices. And scanning is like you have to follow first step, second step, third step. Okay. And these three steps you have to take it, you have to keep on following, or you have to do the same step each and every day. So this is like really frustrating. So what we can do here, we can like automate these stuff with the help of programming languages. So we can automate the whole monitoring, we can automate the whole scanning, we can automate the whole information gathering with the programming languages. So that you should know, you should relax while automation doing their own work. Okay. So if you are keep on doing the same step every day, then you can automate the stuff here. Okay, that is very wonderful work of a corporate work. Okay, company. So yeah, you can automate the stuff here with the help of various programming languages. Second, first you can automate. Second, you can create your own tools. Third, suppose if you are hacking into any system, let's say PC number one, and PC number one is secured, but you still want to hack it. So how you can hack it now? You can create your own malware now. Okay, you can create your own malware, you can create your own exploit, you can create your own payload for that. That is very important, we can say, part of a cybersecurity. Because creating a malware, creating a payload, creating an exploit is very important. If you don't know how to create your malware, then it is not possible you can hack it. Because the malware or the payload you will get from the market, they are all useless. Okay, they are all useless. You cannot use it. For example, this is a PC number one, and there's a, let's say, antivirus here, and that antivirus will keep on blocking your each and every malware. So the malware you are taking from the market or for free, then this will they are all useless because your antivirus will block each and every malware whichever you are taking from the market. Okay, now either, so these are for free. Now if you are buying the malware from the market, if you're buying the malware from the market, then they should even harm your system also. So buying is also not a right option because that is that cost should be very high. Okay, so now the next step is you can create your own malware for free of cost. Okay, you only need the skills on at that time. So you can create your own malwares, exploits, and payloads here with the help of programming languages. That is why we can say programming is, it is not basically it is not important, but it is a, you can consider it. Okay, programming is it is like a plus point for a career. Okay, and which programming you have to do, you can go with Python only. Python is a very powerful language. You can automate the stuff with Python. You can monitor, you can create the tools with Python, or you can create your malware with the help of Python. And Python is very easy to understand, easy to learn. So you can go with Python. There are various resources in the market for free. You can consider that as well, or you can take any course from any institute as well. Okay, that's up to you. But Python is basically, if you don't have any programming background, then you can even move with Python. It is not compulsory to do C or C++ before Python. Okay, so Python is very powerful in that case. Okay, so where were we? So for the technical, you can go for Python. For the programming, you can go for the that knowledge of Windows, Unix, Linux, Mac. Okay, you have a a basic or knowledge of networking. You should be a computer expert, or you should know the how to use tools, how to use techniques. You should know that cybersecurity fundamentals, etc. These are some basic techniques. Non-technical is first and foremost, the non-technical skill which is not mentioned here is creative thinking. Basically, you have to think creative. Okay. Second one is most important is out of the box thinking. Okay. So these are very important. You have to think creatively, and second, you have to think out of the box. Creative is not like designing one. Creative is how you can hack into the system in various ways. Okay, suppose you are hacking the PC number one, and you can hack this PC number one from this angle. Okay, you can see you can hack this PC number from one from this angle, and each and every hacker is following this this angle only. Now you have to think creatively here. You can find that all the hackers are following this methodology, or all the hackers are hacking this PC from this angle only. Now what I can do now, what I can take the step so that I can hack from this angle as well, or from this angle as well. So you have to think creatively here. Okay, you have to think out of the box so that like other cannot think of that. Okay, that is like the non-technical skills very important. Okay, and then rest are like you have to follow. You should be like dedicated. You should be like you have a strong work ethics. You can follow all your laws, standards. You have to awareness about the policies. You have to aware about the news, etc. Okay, and you have a ability to learn. Okay, but main is like you should think creatively and you should think out of the box so that you can like find what others cannot able to find. Okay, that is like the non-technical skills. Now, next we have why ethical hacking is important, like necessary. Uh, yeah, ethical hacking. So here we can say to be the hacker, you need to think like one. That is like why we need ethical hacking. Okay, that is like common question. You can go through it. Okay. Why ethical hacking is important to secure the devices, to secure the company's data, etc. Now, skills of a ethical. Okay, okay. Summarize the technologies used in information security controls. So here we have information assurance. So it is like here IE. So IE refers to assurance data integrity, availability, confidentiality, authenticity of information and information systems. Like information means your data only. Information system means your infrastructure only. Okay. So the main goal is to protect your information and your infrastructure. Okay, or your information systems is protected during the usage, like someone is using, processing, storage, transmission of information. So here it is stated that in each and every state of your information or information system, you should protect your system or you should ensure these four pillars. That is your integrity, means while usage, while processing, while storing, while transmission of data, you are ensuring these four pillars. Means while uses of data, you should ensure integrity. Means integrity should be like maintained using during the usage, or we can say integrity should be maintained while processing, integrity should be maintained while storage, etc. Same as here, availability, confidentiality, authenticity, they all should be maintained while we are using the data, while we are processing the data, while we are transmitting the data, and while we are storing the data. Okay, that is why here we are ensuring that some of the processes that helps in achieving the information assurance involves. So it is like you have to take various process. So first, developing local policies, processes, and guidelines. Okay, that is like guidelines. So here we have to develop the local policies first, processes, and guidelines so that each and every employee of the company should follow. Now, your policy should be local as well. You have to follow two types of policy. Your local policies, which are defined by a company, and second is like government policy of that particular company, sorry, country. Okay. So you have to follow both. Your local policies, which is like your company's policy, which is assigned by your company, and your local policy will depend on your company only. It like vary from company to company. And your government policy, that is like which is same for all the companies inside one single country or one same country. And your government policy also depend on your countries as well. Okay, so your government policy like vary from countries to countries. Okay, so here we are developing the policies, process, and guidelines so that each and every user should follow. Then designing the network and user authentication strategy. Okay, so that is for the authentication. Okay, like for the username passwords, for the authentication can be of in any terms. It can be your login page, it can be when someone is entering into a new organization. Okay, like biometrics we can implement, etc. So here we are like designing the network and user authentication strategies. Identifying network vulnerability threats. So here we are identifying if my network is vulnerable or not. If it is vulnerable, so what kind of vulnerability it have? Okay, and if the my network is vulnerable, so how we can fix it? So here we are identifying the network loopholes or threats, because as a whole network is very important. Okay, identifying problem and resources requirements. So here we are identifying the problems. What are the problems here? What are the resources here? Okay, like what are the resources we need? What we should know, like what we need in the near future, etc. Like the requirements of the softwares, hardwares, etc. Creating plans for identified resources requirement. Now we have to create a plan. Now here, why are we creating the plan? Creating the plan overall means cost plan as well. Budget plan, or we can say cost plan. Okay, like the list of the resources requirement, the priorities of the resources, okay, and the budget of that resources. Okay, that is like plans. Then you're applying appropriate information assurance controls. So here we are applying the information appropriate, applying appropriate information controls, performing certification and accreditation, and providing information assurance training. So it is like here we are providing the training of, here we are providing security awareness training. Okay, that is very important inside your organization. Which means here, suppose this is a company. Okay, this is your ABC company, and inside a big enterprise, we have different departments. For example, this is a financial department. This is your advertising department or marketing department. This is your we can say security department. This is your like data science department. Okay, or we can say business analytics department, etc. And this is your, like your technical or hardware department, etc. So we have different departments inside any company, right? And all other departments, see, here we are a security user. So here we are aware about the threats, we are aware about the malware, we are aware about what is phishing mail, etc. But the employees sitting on the financial department or advertising department, they are not aware about the phishing mails. They are not aware about the malwares, etc. So we have to like provide a training, that is like security awareness training inside your each and every company, so that the financial department employees should know what is phishing mail, or which mail to open or which mail to put in spam, right? Same as with the advertising or marketing department, because they are like a master in their own fields, they are not master in the security field, right? So we have to keep on like spreading the awareness about security from like in each and every department of the company. That is very important. Okay, because suppose if you able to secure all your devices inside your infra, but main device is your human only, your human resource only, right? That is like your main threat of the company, and that can be become your main threat of your company. Okay, because if your system is secured, what hacker can do, they can manipulate the humans here inside your company to reveal their important credentials. And how you can manipulate, that attack is known as social engineering attack. All right, so here we are social engineering is a type of attack. Here we are manipulating the humans or systems to reveal their credentials. Suppose there's a person inside your financial company and there's a hacker here. Okay. Now hacker is manipulating this financial employee. Okay. Like he or she can manipulate in many types of terms in the on the basis of the trust, on the basis of the friendship, on the basis of the relationship, on the basis of the love, on the basis of professionalism, etc. So there are like many, or on the basis of fear as well, or urgency as well, emergency as well. Okay, so there are like many factors here in which a hacker can manipulate a financial employee, right? And if this employee get manipulated and he or she can reveal the credentials of your network, or maybe any financial credentials, any login page credentials, and hacker can enter into the network. Now, here now we can notice my system is secure. All my system, all my devices, all my everything data is secured inside my system. But from this employee, only by this single employee, we can compromise my whole enterprise because of this single user. Okay, because of he is able to manipulate, like hacker is able to manipulate this financial employee. Okay, that is like the social engineering attack. and that is way more powerful than you think, because it includes the whole psychological process. How you can basically manipulate a human, how you can manipulate it in a psychological manner, in a emotional manner, in any different manner. Okay. That is why security awareness is very important inside a company. And the main step is this one, providing information, security, awareness, training inside your whole, like in each and every department of your company. Even you can leave your security department because we are the security users, but you cannot leave any other department. Okay. Even your security guards as well. Right. So if you can spread awareness in financial department, advertising, business analytics department, technical department, hardware and technical department, etc. Okay. So is it clear this much? Any doubt up to here?
No doubts. Just wanted to confirm. Like shoulder surfing is
Okay.
also
I'm
will-
sorry.
shoulder surfing will also come under the same one. Like the social,
Shoulder surfing.
like
Yeah.
somebody
No.
viewing
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
password from standing behind me and viewing my password.
Yes. 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 It is a part of social engineering only.
Social media, correct.
Yeah. It's a type of we can say a passive attack
Right,
where the victim doesn't know that he or someone is viewing the password or username from behind. That is a
correct.
part of social engineering as well as passive attack. Okay. So rest we will continue tomorrow. Okay. So from tomorrow we will maybe we will finish this slide. Yeah. So tomorrow we will finish this module number one of CEH, that is Introduction to Ethical Hacking or Cybersecurity. Okay.
Okay,
So I will share you the PPT on your mail ID and then you can check it out.
okay,
Okay.
okay. And how about the systems that I have made it ready? Do you want to check if you have time now?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can show it. You can show it. You can share your screen.
Are you able to see?
Yeah, I can see.
So this is Kali. How do I open that layer? So I have Parrot and Kali. So Kali is like directly downloaded.
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Yeah. So what I am saying, so for Kali we have downloaded the VMX file directly. It is pre-installed, and Parrot I have installed.
Okay, okay, okay.
So edit. So memory I have given close to 6 GB. I have around
Yeah,
8 GB right now in my system. Given
okay,
one processor, 50 GB hard disk. It's in a separate drive also.
okay,
Bridge.
okay. Everything is good. Now you can start your.
This is Kali.
No, that is Kali Linux.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is
So
Kali.
I'll just, okay. So right now Kali is powered on. So
Yeah.
do we have to work on this or should I shut it down?
You can shut it down, or it's your choice. In whichever you are comfortable, you can use any of these because commands are similar ones. So it's
Hmm.
your choice. You can use Peritos. You can use Kali in starting. Okay.
Okay. So Kali is Kali Kali. That is the password. So
Yeah.
basically it is pre-installed, so I need not see anything. It should be correct. Okay.
Okay.
Other one, I'll start the other one. Okay. So it's
Can
okay, right?
you, what about your network? This one, why it is not connecting to your like network interface?
No idea. So you told this far only, right?
You are on wired or wireless connection?
This one, my base machine, Windows machine is connected on wired.
Okay. Okay, it
Uh,
is connected on
Home
wireless.
Wi-Fi
Okay.
connection.
Can you
One second.
like open the settings of your Pareto machine?
One second. I'm not sure actually which one is. It is saying home Wi-Fi, showing wired.
You are
Okay, okay.
connected via
No, no, it
Ethernet.
is on. This one. Let me just remove that. We are still connected, right? Hello.
No, but your VMware is not taking the network connection. So I think that is because of
I removed that Wi-Fi dongle, so now it is wired only.
it is wired.
Yeah, Ethernet wired.
Okay. Okay, but for if you are on the bridge network inside your pet, so I think you should connect via wirelessly.
Yeah, I can do that. See, I have a dongle as well as wired connection. So actually, I was transferring. पता नहीं क्या- What is this deep ownership?
That is taking ownership because of your like it is like running. So you can shut it down your Paretos and you can start like you can open the settings again. Yeah.
Bridge is automatic. Replicate physical.
Um.
ये करना
Yeah.
है.
Yeah. You can click it. Uh, can you open the settings of Paretos? Manage.
करना
Manage.
कैसे किया था? कैसे किया था? अच्छा, okay, मैंने कंट्रोल ई भी करा.
Here you can click on network and you can click on configure adapters. Okay. Click on OK. Okay. Click on that net. Yeah. Click on OK. Let's check whether we are able to connect on net or not. Mhm. Yeah, we can connect it. But basically, bridge is better than net. So, uh, can you connect your Windows wirelessly, or it is only wired you can connect?
No, no, I have that, but see, I can do that, but we'll get disconnected because right now it is on this one, right?
No, no, it is
So
okay for now. No, for further like
yeah,
for
for
further
next session,
sessions.
I'll try that. See, actually, I was
Okay,
using
okay,
wirelessly only, but yesterday these files were huge, Parrot and all. So I was not getting download speed more than 2 Mbps on wireless. I mean, on Wi-Fi. So
okay,
that is why
okay,
I plugged in the wire also.
okay, okay, okay.
Better speed.
So anything you want to ask? By
Mm,
the way, everything is okay with the machines now. After tomorrow, we can move with the practical part. Okay.
there is the shutdown button.
Okay. So I will share you the video as well as that PPT.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
sounds great. Okay,
Okay. So can we wrap up now?
yeah, we can.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.